This reaction is going to be a little bit different because normally I spend at most 20 seconds talking and then go straight into the video. But there's a little bit more context I think that's important for this one. Okay, because I did do a reaction to the reveal of Linkin Park's new singer, Emily Armstrong. And I was one of the few people on the internet, it seems, who wasn't just going gaga nuts for it because the comments on that video were furious. I thought it was all right. I thought it was okay. It was fine. I don't need it to be the same thing as Chester. I had some ideas that maybe that could have been a good thing to do, but it doesn't really matter. I actually thought the new song was all right. Very catchy, but my opinion doesn't matter. It's done fucking very well for itself. I'm just interested in new music and checking it out. And some people will not believe me on this. Certainly the ones in the comments in the last video will not believe this. But I do go into every song with an open mind. So I'm going into this new song from Linkin Park, hoping that's great. But another thing to bear in mind, I am an old school Linkin Park fan more so than the newer material. So that is going to play a factor, I'm sure, or at least it has in recent years. Hybrid Theory was a formative album for me, and I looped it forever when I was a teenager. And Meteora is also a fucking fantastic album, and I haven't dug their more recent albums as much. So I'm less likely to enjoy the new stuff, but who knows? They may return to some songwriting styles that I've liked before. I don't know. I'm going to check it out now, though. Now, I have had one spoiler, thank you, Drew Fortune, in your thumbnail. I understand there's like a 15-second scream in this, which is exciting. But I know it's coming, so that's going to be less exciting. But let's see what this is like. What's weird here is it's League of Legends featuring Linkin Park, in a way. Okay. Heavy is the crown. 3 minutes, 45 seconds. And go. I've never played League of Legends, so a lot of this might go straight over my head. But I'm here for the music. So let's see what it's like. Pretty fucking cool graphics. It's amazing how already it sounds very Linkin Park. If you didn't know it was Linkin Park, there's something about the chords and the guitar sound.
It's pouring in, you laid on the floor again. One knock at the door and then we both know how the story ends. You can't win if your white flag's out when the war begins. Aiming so high, but swinging so low. Trying to catch fire,
bass moment.
So cold, holding inside and hoping won't
So
show.
far, so good.
It's not, but inside I know. Today's gonna be the day you notice. 'Cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is.
Harmonizing with the new singer. It's catchy. I love that melody. Alrighty.
Turn to run, now look what it's become. Outnumber 10 to 1. Back then should have bit your tongue, 'cause there's no turning
Love
back.
what the DJ's doing here.
You're already on that list.
Ah, yeah.
You don't want what you can't resist. Waving that sword when the pen won't miss.
It's quite light.
Watch it all falling apart like this.
Sonically. Straight back into the chorus. Okay. Lots of subdued moments within it. We got a bit of a breakdown. Right, so this is the endless scream. That's nice. I like that. And the inhale of breath at the end is cool. And then we have an interlude within the song, which is frustrating.
This is what you asked for.
There we go.
Heavy is the crowd, fire in the sun.
Surprise, full band came in a bit earlier than I thought.
Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Heavy is the crowd.
I have thoughts.
Heavy is the crowd.
Okay. Well. Oh. Is this a trailer for League of Legends things? Yep. Alrighty, well, I preferred that to the first single, certainly. It felt like it had more of the harkenings of the old school Linkin Park within that. Somehow the flow that Mike Shinoda had in the verses felt more like the old school sort of flows. And you had the sort of scream vocal presence within, a little bit more harshness in the chorus. And obviously there's the scream bit after the second chorus. That was delightful. I like that. Although I'm still not fully in on her voice. Just my own personal preference. I think her singing style has a little bit of a rasp to it that just isn't appealing for my ears generally. That's just the way I have other female vocalists. It's not even a female thing. I have other female vocalists I really like. She have a different sound. This one, it's not quite hitting the buttons for me, but the song within it, I liked. Now, it's very catchy. So was the first one. It's also a little bit basic in the structure and the repetition of some of the things they were doing, certainly in the chorus. Like the melodies repeat themselves a lot, but they're going for like catchy hit radio rock, like mass appeal kind of sound with the choruses, and it's perfectly fucking acceptable. They're allowed to do that, and it's absolutely fine. I think, it feels just a little bit safe, but I liked the breakdown was in that. There was some heavy chords going on in there. I enjoyed the extended scream and also the extended note that was held on by her in the final chorus. I thought that was pretty cool. Definitely preferred that to the previous one. Definitely. And now, rating-wise, I think personally that is high solid is where I'm going with that one. I thought it was good. I thought it was decent. Here's the problem. I think that the newer bands in the rock and metal scene are doing more interesting, more innovative, more exciting things. So the bar for me for how good and interesting and well-written a song can be in terms of capturing my interest is higher than, for my own personal taste, than what Linkin Park are delivering in the current era. But that's me. I'm going down more of a rabbit hole to, metal, death metal, not death metal, deathcore, metalcore, hardcore bits and pieces. But also even beyond those, I'm just looking at rock songs. Check out a band called Unpeople. If you like good fucking rock music, check out Unpeople. They're writing far more interesting songs with catchy choruses and better, I think, kind of scream vocal deliveries. And so that's why, in part, I'm just not that stoked about the latest Linkin Park. I think it's fine. Am I the only one that thinks it's fine, but not, amazing? But that's me. And maybe, I'm sure subconsciously I'm comparing this to the Linkin Park of old, which is never coming back. But you know what? That's also fine. I can just go listen to those records. I don't need new Linkin Park to do the same stuff as the older days. I just want to keep some of the fire, change the sound, do something different, innovate. Abso-fucking-lutely. Just keep the fire. And there's a bit more fire in this one. Now, that scream vocal, that was cool. It was definitely more appealing for me than the Emptiness Machine. But yeah, and maybe it'll grow on me over time. It's a very catchy chorus. I could already sing it back to you. I won't, but I can because it was very fucking catchy, which is not a bad thing. I like catchy choruses. I'm really trying to over-explain myself because I know the heat's coming. But that is what it is. I have to be honest. Otherwise, a reaction video has no value whatsoever. So those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments. And be kind. I'm a human being. Thanks.